Welcome back to the channel. This week's test and repair is a continuation video from part 1 where we cut off the quarter panel, outer wheelhouse, upper wheelhouse reinforcement, and the C-pillar reinforcement. Here is a quick recap highlighting all the repair process completed so far, and in case you missed part 1, the link is in the video description. If you're interested in watching test and repairs and learning more about the collision repair process, make sure you hit that subscribe button in the upper right hand corner so you don't miss new episodes every Friday. First thing we'll do is clamp our new outer wheelhouse into place. It's super important to position the new wheelhouse on all the old marks. That's why none of the old structural adhesive has been cleaned off yet. With the wheelhouse all clamped into place, we can now start drilling our rivet holes. 3 different types of rivets will be used for installing the wheelhouse. First, we will drill holes for 3 4.8mm rivets. Next, we will drill 4 holes for the 6.5mm rivets. The rivets attaching the outer wheelhouse to the inner wheelhouse will be installed from the backside. The last type of rivet being used will be a 4.8 countersunk rivet, which is drilled with a special countersunk drill bit after drilling the 4.8mm hole. These rivets are installed from the backside and are countersunk so the rivet head sits flush to the panel. The reason for this is the charge port harness and wiring sits directly behind these rivet locations. A paint pen is used to mark exactly where to prep for structural adhesive. The rivets and clamps are now taken off so the outer wheelhouse can be removed from the vehicle. Time to start cleaning all the old structural adhesive off the mating flanges and prepping the outer wheelhouse for new structural adhesive. Structural adhesive is now applied to both mating flanges. After smearing a layer of structural adhesive, an additional bead is applied to one mating flange. The outer wheelhouse is now placed back on the vehicle. The rivet holes align the panel in the exact same position when test fitted earlier. The panel is now clamped to the vehicle with all the rivets put in the drilled holes. Time to start compressing all the rivets with the Express 800 rivet gun. The 4.8mm countersunk rivets will be first, followed by the regular 4.8mm rivets, and lastly the 6.5mm rivets. The outer wheelhouse is now completed. After leaving the structural adhesive to fully cure for 24 hours, we can now start removing all the clamps. Next, we will test fit the upper wheelhouse reinforcement. This panel is attached using rivet bonding with 12 6.5mm structural rivets. All the holes are drilled in multiple steps, starting with a 1/8 drill bit and finishing with the 6.5mm drill bit. The C-pillar reinforcement is now test fitted to the vehicle. This panel will be attached using rivet bonding with multiple different styles of structural rivets. We will now start drilling all the holes for the 4.8mm rivets. The Express 800 rivet gun is now used to punch the 4 holes for the SO8 and S18 flow form rivets. A hole for one 6.5mm structural rivet is now drilled. With all the rivet holes drilled and punched, the C-pillar reinforcement and upper wheelhouse reinforcement are both traced out using a paint pen to know exactly where to prep for structural adhesive. Time to start prepping all mating flanges for structural adhesive on the upper wheelhouse reinforcement. Structural adhesive is now applied and the panel is fitted back on the vehicle with all the rivets placed in the drilled holes. The Express 800 with the 6.5mm rivet gun attachment is now used to compress all the structural rivets. All mating flanges on both the vehicle and the C-pillar reinforcement are now prepped for structural adhesive. The structural adhesive is now applied and spread on both mating flanges, followed by an additional bead on one mating flange. The panel is now placed on the vehicle with all the rivets put in the prepped holes. The C-pillar reinforcement is then clamped to the vehicle. The Express 800 rivet gun is now used to compress all the different rivets, starting with the 4.8mm, followed by the 6.5, and then lastly the SO8 and the S18 flow form rivets. All the inner structural pieces have been installed. The structural adhesive is left for 24 hours to dry before removing all the clamps. All the structural adhesive on the mating flanges that oozed out when compressing the rivets is cleaned off using a belt sander with a Scotch-Brite belt or an angle grinder. The panel is now cleaned off using a vacuum hose before prepping all the inners with a Scotch-Brite pad. All the inners are now painted to match the original OEM appearance, using a tan color for the upper and a gray blended into the lower rocker area. This video is now completed. Subscribe and stay tuned for new Tesla repairs every Friday.